Hi, I'm Josh, and welcome back to Minecraft. Now, last time we were talking about we were talking about basic ore processing, and I was talking about item conduits. Now, don't worry, you don't need item conduits just to do this. Just use this pulverizer, this redstone furnace, maybe a chest up there if you want, and the power generation, and the conduits can come later, or you can just use Thermal Expansion's own item ducts. Either way, we are currently going to talk about something entirely different. Something slightly more high-end and on par with using item conduits. We're going to talk about applied energistics and how it can be how it can process items and produce on demand. It can craft things whenever the heck you like. So this is my ME controller. It's absolutely gigantic and it doesn't need to be. The only thing you need to start your you don't even need your ME controllers to start your network. You just need some digital storage and a power converter, give me a sec here, an energy acceptor. You need an energy acceptor, some ME drives, or even an ME chest, and some other ways to interface it with them, such as an ME crafting terminal or an import bus or an output bus. But that's not what we're going to talk about right now. That's basic stuff. This is something a little bit more complicated, something I'm not very good at myself. Crafting. Now, for this stuff you need some things. You need molecular assemblers, molecular assemblers, which are the ones doing the actual crafting. You need ME interfaces, so that you can connect them to molecular assemblers and give them different patterns to craft. Now I got an encoded pattern here which will teach the machine how to craft different things. You can put this encoded pattern onto the ME interface next to the molecular assembler, and that's how you teach your AE system to craft stuff. Well, there's a lot more to it than that, so let's actually get started with the ME pattern terminal. Now the ME pattern terminal is one of the first things you're going to need. It's a normal ME crafting terminal. Actually an ME crafting terminal is just an ME terminal with a crafting table and a calculation processor attached. But then you can turn that thing into an ME pattern terminal. You need one of these to start off. So let's actually go and teach this computer how to create new ME pattern terminals. So you start off with an ME crafting terminal, and you add a engineering processor. So you shift click the question mark, and it teaches the NEI recipe, well, the Minecraft recipe, to the pattern terminal. Now you see there's empty disks here, and I just pulled a disk out there. What do you think it's going to do? What you need is a disk to encode this crafting pattern onto. So what is this thing called again? I actually genuinely forgot. Genuinely forgot. Pattern storage? No, that's not it, I think. Oh, my T key isn't working. That's disturbing. Yeah. An encoded pattern needs a blank pattern. Now, I don't have too many blank patterns, so I'm going to ask this machine to make a few blank patterns. We're missing pure Certus Quartz to make blank patterns. I think we're also going to need to learn how to make blank patterns at the same time. So let's have a look at how to make blank patterns, because I smugly already taught this machine how to make blank patterns, but you need your first blank pattern to encode other blank patterns onto. So I'm going to need some charged or pure Certus Quartz, some quartz glass, some glowstone dust, and some iron ingots. You just need to do it this way. Do I have some pure Certus? I don't think I do. Now, the way to make pure Certus is to take, actually, the way to make pure Certus is by the use of Certus Quartz seeds. Now, Certus Quartz seeds are produced with Certus Quartz dust and sand. So let's grab some Certus Quartz. Have it ground up. Actually, we can use the upstairs. No, that'll just cook them into silicon. We can use this grinder, and yeah. Oh, that's a fluid transposer. Let's not do that. let's use this pulverizer here to make a bunch of quartz. Ooh, that's also going to turn them into... Is it? Yay! It's going to make a bunch of Certus Quartz dust. And then that Certus Quartz dust can be used to make pure Certus. And you can also use energized Certus, but that's a bit too valuable for my tastes. So let's just get started off with these 10 Certus Quartz crystals. And then I can show you something else about applied energistics. We're going to grab some sand here. This is just a normal crafting terminal. And we're going to get 20 pure Certus Quartz seeds, so it's efficient too. Now, you can use any kind of water to slowly turn these things into pure Certus, but these items won't despawn in the water or anywhere else. But if you use a bunch of crystal growth accelerators, up to 6, but I've got 5, one here, one here, one here, and one in the bottom, and on. Don't worry about it. I'm currently waiting here for this Certus Quartz to grow. And while we do so, we can discuss something I've already done. Now, I've encoded the pattern to make what's it called again? Blank patterns into the system. So this disk, this encoded pattern, explains how to build a blank pattern. It's like a blueprint. Like, this is a blueprint for a bucket. You need 3 iron ingots, and it shows the configuration to set it up. This is a pattern for a glass bottle. It shows the configuration. You just use the you just get the configuration for any item whatsoever, such as a pattern terminal, or I'm also going to do a crafting terminal, obviously, because you need a crafting terminal to build a pattern terminal. So you need the system to know both. And the system is smart enough to know if it needs a crafting terminal, but it doesn't have one, it can actually craft a crafting terminal to make another pattern terminal. So you can actually plan sequentially and teach the system to, for instance, build furnaces if you needed to make a lot of electric furnaces. So it's a wonderful system, and you just need to be very patient with how and when you explain things to them. To this machine. Hello. It's still going. And let me tell you, it's going a lot faster than it could have been going. But they're not finished yet. What I'm also going to do is actually grab the rest of the quartz, because it must have ground up all of it by now. Yeah, it has. Got some sand as well. Heck's happening there? I don't know. It might be looking to make more silicone. I don't know. I'm going to turn this into seeds as well, and I'm going to throw those in when I'm done with the other ones. We're currently just waiting for a bunch of pure Certus, so that's all we need to really think about right now. How far along are these now? They're pretty much done, I think. Yeah, they're very close. They're very close. Yeah, but you essentially just need to have a bunch of blank patterns, which you can slot in here, and then you can essentially teach the machine how to either make crafting patterns, or you can teach the machine crafting patterns. I'm going to talk about processing patterns in just a second. The crafting patterns are very simple. Like I said, you just slot these things in, you stamp them, and then the computer knows how to essentially emulate a crafting table and and to assemble something. Now you can do something as simple as candles, or something as complex as cake, which actually uses liquid milk, actually. The way to, I don't know if it's the way, but a way to actually get this stuff done is to use the molecular assemblers are the ones that are actually doing the crafting. You can make them faster with acceleration cards. I'll get back to that probably in just a second. And you can store the patterns in ME interfaces connected to them. I don't actually know why or how. I don't actually know why molecular assemblers have a slot for crafting patterns in there. It doesn't seem to do anything, and I genuinely don't know. It could be that it slots different patterns in and out. Now, ME interfaces are beautiful things in and of themselves. Now, what these things do is you can have the ME interfaces reserve several different items or kinds of items in these slots. So if you put 3 sand in this slot, it's always going to have 3 sand in there. If you put 5 stone in that slot, it's always going to have 5 stone in there. And then the pipes or whatever can pump items out of there, but the reserve is always going to stay the same. Now, I wish I could do that with my inventory, but I can't do that yet. That might be possible in some way or another, but I genuinely can't recall how. I think these are done now. Let them be done now, please. Yes, we can actually get on to practice. And as you can see, oh, that's why they're making new silicone. They were crafting new chips. Look at this. It's completely automatic, and they create a logic processor, which instantly gets put back into the system. Because something here noticed that there were not enough logic processors, so it's sending a signal, and well, that's way too complex right now. But the point is, we got some pure Certus, which means we can finally get to building some blank patterns. I want you to craft 20 of these, because I don't want to run out of them anytime soon, actually. Oh, well, there's a bit of lag there. I want you to craft 20 of these, my dear. And we're missing 20 pure Certus, which is weird, because I just put some pure Certus in. Where did it go? That's... I think I know where it went as well. Not there. Nor there. It's here. Yeah. You don't get to do that. It's automatically refilling the pure Certus I needed. Yeah. I'm gonna fix that. But the fact is we can't automatically... we can't really automatically do anything right now because this system is demanding more Certus Quartz than we have. Oh dear. So we're going to actually manually craft some blank patterns. This is the supreme irony, I suppose. That we need to manually craft these things. Yay, we got a bunch of them, but not all of them. But this'll do. This'll do for now. However, I want to make some quartz glass now. How is it done again? Oh yeah, with ground up quartz dust. Do we have dust? No, we don't have any dust anymore. I need to make more quartz dust. Let's go. Where's my... yeah. It's a bit of a circuitous thing, but I need to automate some of this at some point. We need quartz dust later. And we need more quartz dust. Yay. Okay. This is good. I want you to grind this stuff up. Don't do anything else with it. Thank you very much. That's a problem with automation. When you run into shortages, it tends to prioritize its own needs over mine. So yeah, we can finally start explaining to this system how to make crafting terminals. Crafting terminals? Yes. You can make a crafting terminal by doing it this way. And then you encode the pattern, like I said, and then you have a encoded pattern which explains how to make crafting terminals. And there's also, of course, the need for a pattern terminal. Let's go. So the system now knows how to make pattern terminals. Well, it doesn't yet. I've got these two encoded patterns, and I want the system to know them. So I'm going to put them in here. In here. Into this ME interface. If you hold crouch, which is control for most people, for me it's shift, you can see the encoded patterns and what they hold. If you don't do that, they're just encoded patterns. But right now, the system doesn't just know how to make crafting tables, but it also knows how to make crafting terminals. So if I ask the system to make a... wait a minute. I got a spare crafting terminal in here, so let's remove that and then tell the system to make an encoding pattern. a pattern terminal. It's still got one of these, but it's also capable of creating a new one. So if I ask the system to make a crafting terminal, it's smart enough to say, okay, I need a crafting table, a calculation processor, an engineering processor, an ME terminal, to make a pattern terminal, an ME terminal to make a crafting terminal, to make a pattern terminal. So let's begin. It takes a few seconds, but then it has one. And it's relatively quick because I think I accelerated both of these. You can put acceleration cards in these things. Yeah, I accelerated both of them. Now, actually, let's teach this system how to make an acceleration card. This was a bit of a train wreck. Does it already know? It doesn't. Yay! Acceleration cards are hard to make. Okay, so you need a Fluix crystal. Let's go with a pure Fluix crystal. The difference does matter. Oh. Of course, I don't even have any basic cards, so I need to explain to any advanced cards. So I need to explain to the system first how to make advanced cards. I'd also like some advanced cards, so you can just pull them out. Actually, I'm actually inclined to do something else in just a second, but I've got some advanced cards right now, and I've also got some pure Certus, I think. So you can also just manually tell the system how to craft something. I believe, yes, it was just a bit laggy. And if you encode this pattern, it now is supposed to know how to make acceleration cards, which is a great deal because, well, acceleration cards are what you need to make these things go faster. And of course, this is also the pattern for acceleration cards, and you know what they do now, so this is very metatextual, all of this. I don't actually... Oh, that's a fluid assembler, I didn't realize. There's also crafting storage, and what you need also is crafting storage. I'm sorry I forgot about that. Here's the thing. These interfaces, they connect with the molecular assemblers. Now that's nice. The molecular assemblers are doing the actual assembling, and the interfaces know what needs to be done. But the actual process of assembling things requires crafting storage. So it's essentially memory for your crafting, and it's a bit of an extraneous block, but it is required. So let's get some crafting storage. Does the system know how to even make a 1K crafting storage? It doesn't, so let's go and teach the system how to make a 1K crafting storage. Now for that you need a crafting unit and some 1K ME storage components, which are your standard memory cards essentially, your memory chips. It already knows how to make 1K storage components, so let's actually teach the system how to make a crafting unit. It also keeps calculation processors and logic processors in stock, so that's not a problem. The glass cable might be a problem. Does the system know how to make glass cables? Oh, I got a spare one here. This is what you need to do. You need to encode. I almost keep forgetting. There's also the possibility of making an ME interface terminal. Let's actually go and do that now, because then I can explain to you how that works. The ME interface terminal is just an illuminated panel combined with an ME interface. Very simple. And I'm teaching the system how to do that as well. Let's add that one as well. Now, you can check one out here. What it does is, it shows you all the molecular assemblers you've got ready to use. I got a transfer node and two molecular assemblers, both of them connected to the different ME interfaces. So you can mess around with the different recipes here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap some of these around to make sure there's a bit of difference, because you can have two of them both active at once. So yeah, okay, that's all nice and well, but the crafting storage. No, the system does not know how to make crafting storage. So let's do that next. I want to do 1K and 4K. I do not know what the crafting processors or crafting units or crafting storage or crafting processors or coprocessors actually do. All I know for certain is that they are required. So these can be, oh, we need a 4K for this. So let's ask the system to craft a single 4K one. And we need some pure Certus for that. Wonderful. Thankfully, these will probably be finished by this point. I'm not a master of Minecraft quite yet. So we need some pure Certus. You have some pure Certus. So make some 4K. Make a 4K. Yes, go. Yay! And now we can actually create a recipe for a 4K crafting storage. But what is this? It would seem that the ME interface and the molecular assembler are almost full. Oh, this one is full. So we need another ME interface and another molecular assembler. So do we have these in storage? We do not. So we might as well also get some crafting tips on these. We're also going to need some quartz glass, and we've run out. So that's essentially why I've got that quartz up and grinding, because I knew this might happen. This would probably happen. I got some nether quartz dust, which can be used to make quartz glass. Actually, I can teach the system to make quartz glass. So yay! This is a bit of discovery for me as well, because this AE system is in the habit of being underutilized by me. And you can never overutilize it because it's so incredibly useful. Right, I would like you to craft me some quartz glass now. Oh, but he doesn't know, it doesn't know how to do that, so we need to put it in here. Let's try that again. Some quartz glass, please. And we just press it and tell it, I want 20. So let's go. Yay! It's already going pretty quick. If I'm going to actually read up on crafting processors and coprocessors, because I don't currently know what they're for. I just know that they're kind of useful, which is an embarrassing statement to make, but it's true. I'm not going to lie about that. So I didn't know that. I did some research, and I didn't realize that I had no idea what the crafting processors were for. Anyway, can I make an ME interface? Does it know? It does not know, but I have one. So that's the first thing I'm going to teach this thing in just a sec. How to make an ME interface. Teach. And we've got 3 encoded patterns already. What else? I got some acceleration cards I might want to use it for that. Yeah, sure. And we finally do need the molecular assembler. Don't mind the void jar there. It's for something else. It's basically a funnel for excessive essentia. No, not a void jar. A crafting. I forgot the name of it again. A molecular assembler. There we go. I think my explanation about how the crafting stuff works was correct. I'm just an idiot, and I need crafting tables. So let's make ourselves a crafting table. Craft ourselves a crafting table, please. Thank you very much. Go. I already knew how to make crafting tables. Thank the star gods. So, yeah. We got all these recipes, and now we also have a molecular assembler ready to use. So let's plunk this thing down. It's directly connected to the ME controller, so you don't need any cables. You can just connect it to any amount of cables. And we have a guest again. Yay. I'm actually going to grab my wrench and move ourselves along. If you really want to be started on this, just get a microphone. I think it's... How do I do this again? It's in the back? No, this is there we go. If you essentially wrench this thing long enough, I think you need to be at a certain angle, and you can point the interface to the molecular assembler. It's not strictly necessary, but it prevents confusion. Well, it causes some confusion at the start, and then afterward it prevents confusion. You can add 2 acceleration cards to this. Just crouch click it. It just goes in. And then you've got another molecular assembler. And like I said, I'm going to switch things around a little bit to make sure all the stuff is evenly divided. And, well, beyond that, I'm pretty satisfied. I am a bit busy, though. Right. So we got ourselves another molecular assembler, and that's how that works. I'm actually going to drop down another 4K crafting storage here. I want you to create a crafting coprocessor. No, just another 4K crafting storage. Go. Is this going to be cool? Yeah, sure. Yeah, I got a 4K crafting storage. I don't actually know what the crafting monitor is for either. I think it might be, it's either one of two things. It's either, indeed, like I said, the brain as compared to the, oh, the devices are all offline now. That's extremely ominous. Am I still able to craft stuff? Because if that's true, crafting terminal, can you do stuff? No crafting CPUs are available. Yeah, it is the brain of the operation. And whatever I just did seems to have shorted them out, so let's fix that. I genuinely don't know how the system works. Nope, that shorts them out as well. So that might be just a singular block that you need. Alright, I'm actually going to do a bit of a impromptu... I got an idea. I'm basically done with this. I've explained the basics of crafting, and I'm going to read up on crafting storage, but I think this is indeed the brain that you need to make the ME interfaces and the molecular assemblers capable of being used. There's also, they may also be based on a previous version of crafting, which I'm misremembering. And then there's the fluid assembler, which works by its entirely own rules. And I don't remember what the crafting coprocessor does. But what I am going to do is actually going to grab one of these crafting monitors. And since it's a monitor, and it's actually very awkwardly shaped, I'm actually going to slam it into this pillar here. And it's currently offline, but it might come online in just a bit. Yeah, I'm gonna need to read up on this stuff. Might give you an update sometime later. But yeah, Mkez, if you want, I can try and give you a live tutorial about ender tanks. They are essentially they are essentially tanks that share an inventory. If you check NEI for ender tank, I'm typing this at the same time. If you check NEI for ender tank, you can see the recipe. Where are you, by the way? I'm just going to show you the recipe. Yeah, it's one word? Not 2 words. Learning. It's just a piece of wool, some obsidian, a cauldron, an ender pearl, and some blaze rods. But yes, they are. They're essentially simplified tesseracts for liquids. Our server has the code of orange to create an ender tank filled with an infinite amount of lava. Well, just give me a sec. Yeah. Basically, the server moderator is filling a tank somewhere, an ender tank somewhere with lava, and that inventory is shared among all other ender tanks. Yeah. So, hello, dude. He's the guy I'm explaining these things for. So, right. I'm done recording. If you want some more explanation about ender tanks, I'll come help you in just a second. Right. So I'm actually gonna log off. Well, not log off. I'm gonna leave this Ooh, what if the crafting monitor actually needs to be connected to the ME system? Nice try. I'm gonna help MKZ. I'm gonna upgrade my crafting, upgrade my knowledge on crafting storage, and then probably implement them a lot better. And beyond that, you're probably gonna do some other videos tomorrow. See you guys next time.